Good afternoon, everybody. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. We got a ton of snow last night. Real heavy snow. We must have got at least a foot of really heavy snow. But it's already melting, which is so fantastic. So I'm a little later today than usual because we shoveled. My boy took the neighbor's dog for a walk, shoveled out her yard. It's kind of a deal. But spring's almost here. So let's get right at it. Oh, you know what I wanted to do? Again, I'm going to use these, the Wonderland Tarot, because I just love them. I really do. I'm going to start off, though, with the Power Animal Oracle cards. And thanks for the new subscriptions to all of you. Like, please, if anything on here resonates, please subscribe and consider giving me a like. You know, I'm not making any money off of it. I'm just doing it for fun. But it is kind of encouraging to see that more people are looking at what I'm doing. And, you know, feel free to leave respectful comments in the comments section, because I like hearing from you. And let's get at it. What's going on? Ooh, interesting. So, friends, we've got honor your soul's purpose, whale. You know, one thing that's nice about this time of day is the lighting is much better. Whale and monkey. So today it says that this situation calls for adaptability and innovation. Adaptability and innovation. Now, keeping in mind that people all over the world are trapped with each other, and you know, a lot of things might be revealed from I've said this before, but a lot of relationships that were maybe just being held together by the fact that everybody was gone to work and keeping everybody busy, you know, and the kids were in sports and everybody's gone and you didn't hardly see each other, you know, and keeping everybody busy. Now you're not busy, and now you're trapped in the house. So there's two things there that applies to readings. One is maybe, you know, your relationships are actually good at the core, but you just need to relearn to be with each other, because it's going to take, it's taken me a few days because I'm shut down. My business is shut down. I luckily still have a job that I've always done from home anyway. But it takes a few days just to accept this. And just like even when you go on a holiday, right? It takes a couple days to just slow down and to just get used to, you know, the new reality, at least for a while, right? And probably quite a while. So, I mean, even just in general, we're all needing to find ways to adapt and be innovative. Even with social distancing, right? Like where we are, we need to keep a 6-foot distance between each other. But people are adapting. They're having street parties where they're, you know, they got their lawn chairs out and they're more than 6 feet, but they've got a campfire going or whatever, and they're visiting, and you know, mental health is important. So, okay, so let's see what is going on with you all, with my friends here, with anybody who's watching, with the collective. Today, at this first part of spring. Maybe I'll do these later, but I just wanted to check. See, nothing's coming out yet. Oh, there we go. Ooh, interesting. And the opposite of what I just said is true. Wedding. Is that, you know, a lot of maybe online relationships might begin, or a lot of sometimes absence makes the heart grow stronger. Maybe situations are going to clear out to pave the way for twin flame reunion, which is kind of what I've been channeling actually a little bit. So I'm just going to, the bottom of the card though is deception. At the bottom of the deck is deception. So we'll just keep that in mind for now, and we'll go right into it. While I was shuffling for this, Spirit said to start off with recent past. So, ooh, now that is way too many. Just gonna see what's on the bottom. Yeah, I'm not taking, there's like 10 there. So what's going on in the collective with my viewers, with my friends in the recent past? Wheel of Fortune. Now, I need to remember. Okay, flamingos. In this deck, flamingos is swords. Peppermills is wands. Hats is cups. And oysters is pentacles. So, recent past, it says the seasons change. Oh, okay. The season has changed, and all of a sudden, that's the last straw. Now we have the 10 of flamingos, and they're actually standing on that poor guy. Followed by the 8 of flamingos. Okay, so, you know, the seasons change, and I mean, it has, right? We've just out of winter and into spring in the last couple of days. So the 8 of Pentacles, or the 8 of flamingos, is usually needing to see the big picture. In here, censure and censorship, temporary bondage. A person dominated by another person or by a situation, making one's own prison. Oh, duh, yeah. What? Hold on. Sorry. Oh, yes, of course, these are swords. See? Sorry. Yeah, of course, the 8 of swords. So, conflict, obviously. Which speaks to being stuck in a situation, being stuck in a relationship. See, there's something going on that you haven't been able to speak your truth. Like my throat chakra, I do intuitive healing, and my throat is usually pretty good. My throat chakra, I do all my grounding, I do all my cleansing, yeah, I do chakra balancing. So my chakras are usually pretty good. If, oh, hey, blue. Your throat chakra is blue. Honor your soul's purpose. You know what? I'm just going to quick see. There's something going on there. Like you've been you've been stuck and haven't said anything. Now look at Alice. She's not just feeling stuck. This isn't like the traditional card where there's blinders on and false. She's pissed. She's like, okay, I've had it. I'm done. Okay? So, I just want to see what this whale is. Honor your soul's path. Oh, okay. It's time to stop fooling yourself and get moving. Pay close attention to the subtleties of your experience and listen very, very carefully to those urgings that are begging you to honor the deepest truth of who you are, not what you think everybody else will approve of. But remember, every experience up to this point in your life has shaped you, and even the lives that you've lived before exert their karmic influence right now. Okay. Remember the monkey? He's like saying that this situation that you're in now, of bondage is calling for adaptability and innovation. And here, this whale is saying, it's important now for you to consciously and consistently attune to your most profound sense of self and align with Spirit's intention for you. You're going to need courage and faith to dive into these depths, but you have indeed funded the power and the strength to do so. Claim the destiny that is yours and act on it now. And that is the last card in the book. So we have a situation here. We got a hermit on the bottom. Okay, so, you know, when I'm shuffling those spirits, like recent past, because usually I'll start off with what's going on. What's going on with my viewers. Okay, so recent past. I'm just looking at this card. It is the Six of Swords. Notice the sword energy? Like we have really been in our heads. I know I have. Yeah, Spirit says, like I'm just, like while I'm talking to you, I'm kind of deliberating with, with my spirit guides. And they said to take this. And I'm just taking a look. So the Six of Swords is moving on, not looking back, going to the next shore. So seeing this, Alice is, they're going ahead. The swords are looking behind, but you see this sheep here? See this throat chakra? There's something going on here. That is another part of the deck. She's the Empress, and you don't see Alice. It's just implied that she's there. But these two are tied together, Empress and Alice. Moving on and not looking back is kind of like, you know, where we're going. Okay. This is, yeah, a more 9 of flamingos, like, so we have 8, 6, 8, 9, and 10 of flamingos. Like, so you guys are really feeling it right now, all locked up. I mean, there's no hiding what's going on now, is there? This is all in your head. And you're not speaking this out because, like, now my throat is actually hurting. So, we'll do the reading, but I'm going to tell you that as an intuitive healer, a lot of issues with people's physical bodies has to do with a heartache and the inability to express what you're really feeling. That causes neck problems, sore throats, symptoms that you could think are coronavirus, shortness of breath. But I mean, if you have those coronavirus symptoms, phone in to the doctor, or, you know, here in Saskatchewan we have 811, but you know, do that. But also, you know, go onto YouTube, and there's a lot of throat and heart, because the heart chakra is right there, and then the throat, and they kind of get melded together. So just aside from this reading, if this is speaking to you, please do that, because this is quite painful, and I know it's not mine. Okay, so you are going knocking futs in pig Latin, if you're picking that up. I don't like to swear on my channel too much, although I do. Okay, so what are we going to do? 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 Okay. And then these all pop up, and some of them try to throw themselves back. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Interesting. And the Fool was what showed me first. I really love this Fool card. Do, 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 do. Okay. Fool is going to run to his High Priestess. Interesting. You're going to hide out. And these are 10 of Pentacles, so that's blessings of everything. I just want to see what the book says about that, because there's not a lot of imagery there. Got these little oysters sitting there running around. I wonder if some of you are going to take off running. I mean, we're supposed to be isolated, but if you're going to be sick, you might as well be sick with your twin flame. If this, I mean, in other readings, it's been twin flame. It's just want to see, because this is really interesting how this is kind of going about. Page of Oysters, 10 of Oysters. Home and hearth, prosperity, riches, security, safety. Okay, so what this is saying is that you want to escape this energy, go to another shore. And, you know, the Fool, remember though, the Fool isn't looking at the consequences. It's just like, oh, I need to grab my High Priestess and we can hide out together and live. It's almost like a running away sense. Keeping in mind that the romance angels gave us this. I wonder if we can get married, like... Okay, so... To me, I'm picking up that this is the dream. This isn't the reality yet, okay? So what is going on currently? Like what do you... See, there's the King of Flamingos on the bottom. He's a groovy cat. King of Swords. I mean, look at that hip guy. I really like him. Okay, I'm just going to give this a little shuffle here while I think. What we need to know, because this is where we're at right now. We're like literally tearing our fucking hair out right now. Right, and this is something that is not going to get better. And we're also thinking, I'm stuck in this situation and I can't go to work and, you know, I can't go out. I can't go play hockey. I can't go to the bar. I can't. We're stuck here together. So I'm just going to get some clarification for y'all on what this is. What are we stuck in? What's the problem? And we got an Emperor card. So he's like a messenger. Especially in this deck, he goes around and he is telling people what's going on, just like in the story, right? He's benevolent. I'm going to look this up because this is really important. The Emperor is... The Emperor, the Cheshire Cat is not really a cat, but appears as one through his strange powers of teleportation. He is pictured sitting in a tree grinning. Contrary to general belief, he is brown and black, not orange. Originally seen in the house of the Duchess, he pops up now and then to give Alice advice. He is wisdom, the floating conscience in Wonderland. Logic above emotion. Okay, so what's going on here and is what I asked, and we got the Emperor. Or where do we need to go, right? Like logic, not just emotion. Because if you just run away, you know, your ex might take you for all you're worth. Right? You know, it could be really bad for you. So, Okay, what else? Like what is in this immediate future for all of us? For the collective? See, there's something. What? Ace of Hats. This is the Ace of Cups, but Spirit said to me right away, we need to put our thinking caps on. Okay. This is the Mad Hatter's hat. We need to put our thinking caps on, interestingly. This is usually the card of a divine abundance, the beginning of divine abundance. So, you know, you're being told here now to be logical. Right? I'm just going to keep this kind of open because that, the High Priestess, the Empress. Logic above emotion. Take comfort. Okay, so be wise. Okay? Put your thinking caps on. You know, to start, because the ace is the beginning of abundance, right? So this is like moving away from this, oh my God, energy, okay? So what's some more advice? Like what's going on between here and here for the collective, for my viewers who are watching this and probably, okay. Wow, that's a lot of cards, so. Okay, I'm not going to take all those. Just because it's like 15 cards there. If they're meant to come out, they will. So, what? Oh, there we go. So, the Hierophant. Like, groovy dude. These aren't these amazing cards? I love these cards. So, the Hierophant is usually like religious, like the rules and whatnot. But in this one, the caterpillar sits on his mushroom throne, smoking his hookah and thinking about life. He is benevolent and kind. There's two sides of the mushroom, one for growing and one for shrinking. Oh, he makes the potions. One will make you bigger and one will make you small. And the one that mother gives you, don't do anything at all. Go ask Alice when she's 10 feet tall. Oh, I love that song. That's White Rabbit, right? Is that Jefferson Airplane? Gracie Slick. Oh. Eventually, the caterpillar disappears, leaving you to choose your own path. Otherworldly philosophies. So this is a time to start to do what you're doing, listening to tarot readers like me, but to maybe you weren't previously a person that would do a chakra meditation. Like I told you to previously, that needs to think about your spirit guides, you know, and because we're being told don't just run away from this. You can't just run away from this. That is a bit of the full energy. You can't just run away from this or you're going to get kicked in the ass, because whoever's causing this is not very nice. So between here and here is this, I'm just going to ask a little bit. Oh, so funny. Okay, I was just going to say, I look at this and it's like, I'm going to ask who is causing this grief. And Spirit's like, just look at the bottom of the deck. Don't shuffle. And look at what I got. Doesn't she look happy? And again, now this happened yesterday. I got these people yesterday. And I can tell you, I have shuffled this deck over and over. I did another 2 or 3 readings between this. And I don't just shuffle the deck. I'll lay them out like 14 and then like, you know, sort them all different ways and then shuffle them. And then sometimes I'll mix the whole pot. So like that's just coming out. That's what we got going on here. Tell me about this other person. Oh, like they really want to tell me about this other person. What's going on in this relationship? What's going on here? These two are unhappy. Look at how unhappy he is. Even his hands are clenched. And fists of rage. Oh. Okay, what's going on? Oh, now this is weird. Okay, so we have the Ace of Flamingos, a Tower, and an Ace of Peppermills. And Spirit says, every time you try to start something new, this person discourages it. This person's like, that's not gonna work. And it's like, there you are, you're hiding away in your man cave or your woman cave or whatever, and oh, I got this idea, or I think I can do it, or you're thinking about your other person or whatever, and her hand comes out there, it's like, now you don't. I'm going to bust that up. I'm going to wreck that for you. Spirit just said, because this other person has a vision of what you need to be for them. And so to continue, we've got somebody that is a dream killer here. Now, let's see what you're running to. I mean, here we get the High Priestess. Ace of Pentacles. So this situation has 2 aces. One is the Ace of Hats, which is the Ace of Cups. My cup runneth over. The other is the Ace of Pentacles. So the beginning of fruition coming in. Okay, so that's over here. Whereas these aces is the Ace of Wands. Okay, again, I'm just going to quickly look this up. Because, I mean, aces are always good, right? So here, it's a sort of a new adventure. No. Tower. Or that you tried to start a new adventure and it failed. And then you tried to start, you know, strength, power, success, and fertility. Okay. Well, unless this is going over here, right? So, I mean, it could be a couple things. I mean, Spirit told me dream killer. You know, this ace of flamingos is always, I mean, all aces are good, but this is telling me that, oh, okay, all right, okay, so, yeah, right, that voice in my head. What this is that she knows about the dream of she, right? And that is the Tower moment. So, dream killer, including, you know, the dream of somebody else. Okay, so let's just give a energy for today. Overall energy of today. Some guidance. And they say, well, we gave you guidance. Oh, here, call in your friends. Again, notice the blue chakra, the blue. It's time to move on. Time to move on. I'm going to see if there's another one. Like, you don't want to live like this. Right? You don't want to live like this. That is not right. So, yeah, in some of these readings, the partner, the significant other, whatever, that they're good. And like a breakup or whatever, I mean, if this isn't working, it's good for that person and you, and there's a benevolent situation here. And in some readings, that is not the case. In some readings, the significant other is the dream killer. Okay? So, you know, take the advice given to you. Listen to the Cheshire Cat. Be logical. See the big picture. Monkey says this situation calls for this Emperor spirit, right? This situation, you need to honor your soul's purpose. You need to be able to be adaptive and innovative to move into this Ace of Cups energy. Part of that is going to be to embrace your higher power and to maybe, you know, find things like chakra meditations, tarot readings, whatnot, to help you get to the dream of the Fool and the High Priestess and the tent, you know, hiding out alone in your new Ten of Cups life with your wedding. Okay? So, oh, and there's the world on the bottom. So, da 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 da. Awesome. All right, have a good day.